let's see. That should work. And it hasn't updated the title apparently, or at least not according to according to Twitter. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, now I hear myself. Great. Oh, it's live anyway. Good stuff. Okay. Right, so let's see. Discord shows up on the wrong screen. Okay. Just checking things out. Okay, that's muted. Okay, good. Have my VR folder here with all kinds of tools and crap. I already have it running apparently. Here we go. Let's try to. So I have a 1440p screen, so it's a bit bigger than my capture because I want to do pixel perfect capturing. So there we go. Let's put it in the corner. And I'm going to launch DoomVR. DoomVR has fixed inputs. You can't change anything. The bindings are legacy bindings. So the entire mapping of the inputs is internal to the game. So you can't customize anything. Index next to me here. So one main problem with the inputs in DoomVR is that it's been a few months since I tried this now, but to my memory, dashing and movement is on the same input because it's the combined trackpad input. So on the Vive controllers, you would draw forward on the trackpad and then push down to dash, something like that. Doesn't really translate well to sticks, especially not with the controllers that are launch day controllers because the click is bad, especially at full tilt, so that doesn't work. Anyway, let's get into the game. Can I do that while... Alright, there is a laser, but let's think. Continue game. I think I'm in like an unimportant place. There we go. So that's the game. So normally you would shoot with the trigger of the controller, but there is actually the ZAD, WASD, for controls, and you can dash. You're supposed to be able to dash with the number keys. Apparently not. I have a document with the bindings I found before. Oh crap, it goes into the menu when I alt tab. Oh, that's annoying. So this is a list that I made ages ago apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be dash, left, right, forward, backwards. Z and X should be weapon switching. Weapon switching is broken if you play in more than 100 or more than 90 hertz. The full screen for the VRU is broken. There we go. The Z and X. Oh, I don't see you. Where's the there's the gun. Okay, Z. Oh, what? Now the inputs don't work. Is this? Well, seems my plan isn't. Oh, I have a USB issue where my keyboard shuts down. Oh, it doesn't. Right. There we go. I need the actual game on top. Sorry. So switching weapons. Yeah, that works. Z and X. Because the weapon wheel is completely broken when you run at a more than 90 hertz. I'm not in very good tracking coverage here at my desk, so the weapons are starting to look a bit fumbly. Anyway, to start with this, we need the Steam VR window and settings. And let's go into controller bindings for doing VR and custom, edit the bindings. And we go into this wonderful interface. Here we can see that they haven't adopted the new action input, the new input system with actions, because it's just the legacy bindings. And I'm gonna remove the things I want to change. Oh wait, they actually have actions? Or is this me naming things? Is this my old? Just gonna check. Oh yeah, these are my bindings that I made. So you can make your own names for the actions. So yeah, action aliases. So these are basically what I wrote for what the buttons do. So here we have all of that. I'm actually going to screenshot this because I want the reference. Teleport is clicking down on the thumbstick or trackpad on the left one. So let's just screw this up and see what I can do. I don't think teleporting is actually in the buttons, the keys. Click teleport. Yeah, I need to keep the teleport. And then remove the dash. Remove grenade. Triggers nothing, which is surprising. I think this was a work in progress when I did it last time. Fire weapon. Not sure if the mouse cursor does that. Does it? Yeah, I can go in the menu with it. Clicking doesn't seem to do anything. Space jumps. C is crouch. Okay. Oh, that's the weapon wheel. Can I move this window? Nope. Okay. Start. These are the ones I really want to change. The select weapon one. Quick swap. Movement. This feels a bit crazy to just remove everything. But if the game has keyboard support, this should theoretically work. Not sure if I have the shield burst key for that. We'll see. Let's just remove everything and see what we can do. That'll be exciting. I'll keep the fire weapon because I don't think I've found that That's the only thing. Okay. Now we need to find here's the settings. Need to find the OpenVR, the program I made. OpenVR2Key. And we're gonna edit this binding. So this binding will be the same across every title you play. So you get to choose yourself what you bind where. So I'm gonna bind key 1 to trigger key 2 to the right trigger, key 3. Does this make sense? Who knows? We'll keep this view open as a reference. Trackpad clicks on 4, 3 and 4. This is interesting. The thumbsticks can actually act as D-pads, and you can bind keys to all directions. Let's do 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna accept these as well. There we go. And we have this one. 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Oh, these are my old test buttons. 13. I should probably have done one side and then the other side. This is really terrible. Whatever, we'll just do this now and see how it goes. 15. I added 32 buttons, so you can have 32 different keys bound, which is... I counted that I would at most need 24 for this, so I added a few extras. Hopefully it'll work. The grip is really weird. I actually get the grip to react before my fingers even touch the grip. So the grip as button is kind of wonky. Yeah. Pinch is when you grab the trackpad and the trigger at the same time. Still haven't played a single title that used that, but I've suggested it for a game where it would be very suitable. So we have all of these set. Let's open my application again. There it is. So let's pull it down here. And have it in the middle. Let's scroll, yeah. And where's my input list? Okay, let's see how this works. Yeah. This is perfectly normal. So let's do the walking first. So movement on the left stick, that's 5 to 8. So 5 should then be, that's north. W. 6 is right. That's south. And left. So now pressing this should push those. We can actually try that immediately. So this is the left controller. Let's click into the game again. And zoom. You can try it immediately and it doesn't work. That works. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, it might not have saved these settings. Really? I realize now I'm running the executable from a different place. Maybe SteamVR is mixing up my applications. That would be fantastic. Yes. I made it to the screen icon for this. Yeah, it's not receiving inputs, which is bad. There's no errors. So that just means that there's nothing bound for it. This interface actually shows you more applications than you would get otherwise. Yeah, you have two of them. Oh, that's nice. So this is probably the one I'm supposed to use. So let's do it. Let's do it a good way this time. So I'm just gonna do up to down. Let's just do this side and then see if it works. Trackpad 3. No, that's 4. Okay. Editing inputs has never been very exciting, that's for sure. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 becomes the same numbers. That's nice. 7, 8, 9, 10. You can of course also use the touch events if you'd like to. Yeah, there we go. I don't think you actually need to do the check mark, but let's do it. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah, when I use the stick now, you can see that it actually translates to button or key bindings. It's actually reacting now. And if I'm in the game, I now have the sub control on the stick, even if it's actually pressing the keys on the keyboard for me. So I can only go diagonally and orthogonally. It's not analog anymore. But I mean, probably works. The main thing was that... Is there a monster? What is that? That's a terrible noise. Okay. Wow, okay. What else do we have here? Right stick. Yeah, I wanted dashing on the... Yeah, I wanted like complete freedom of movement, so I would have both sticks to move with at once. I don't even know if that's humanly possible. Well, let's see. I'm not sure if the dashing actually works. I can't get it to work. And I need That's oh, I think I died. Yeah, let's load for let's load for checkpoint. There we go. Press any button to continue. Okay. Stick is still working. I'm very curious why the dashing doesn't work anymore. Doesn't feel like they would change the key bindings. Oh, the F buttons do stuff. F2 is map, I think I might have that. Monster's coming back. I should probably just restart the game. Yeah, but that's that's a short demo of the whole thing working anyway. Let's just bind these because I'm gonna use them anyway. 1 to 10, I think. I'll just start at 17, and that will be half the keys for each side, and then I can add more stuff if I want to. 18, 19, 20. So the main reason I made this from the beginning was to have a mute button for Discord. So you don't have to use this with games, you can use it with any desktop application that has global hotkeys, and using all kinds of modifiers is probably a good idea at that point, to not disturb whatever application you're actually running in focus. Because it doesn't send, currently it doesn't send directly to an executable, it just presses keys as if it was an attached keyboard. Okay, that should be that. Let's open the application again. So 21 to 24 should be like that. So that's digit 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the key codes, key names I get in from the Windows APIs. Yeah. Weapons. I should probably have added the D-pad also on the trackpad. But let's use the trackpads. 3 as previous weapon, Z, and 19. No, yeah, 19. So there are now like huge buttons. Next weapon. That's the main reason why I couldn't really play the game before, because of the weapon wheel issue. I couldn't switch to a weapon with ammo, so I couldn't get past certain points. It was really frustrating. Melee. There is melee and grenades, but I don't have. I might have to use the actual game bindings for the grenade primary and secondary fire, because I haven't found that on the keys. It might. I don't even think it's mouse buttons. Nope. Oh, there's a console. I wonder if the console can bind keys. Press some more buttons and see if they do anything. That was the crouch button. I hear the monster coming. F sounds like melee. I'm not even sure melee is part of the input in the VR mode for the VR controllers. Not sure if I'm in a... Can you turn off dashing? Dash is on. Let's turn it off and on again to see how that works. That just... I don't know what that did. Oh, it just... when you do something, it changes back and forth. Okay. F2 is dossier. Right, yeah, okay. Dossier is probably going on the B button, 9... That's F2. So these key bindings, you can press as many keys as you want to. And if you let all of them go, you can press new keys. And it should work with every modifier possible. Yeah. But let's see, key 10. That's the A button. Do I want to use it? I'm not sure. Space is jumping. I don't think I've added that. Is jumping not part of the game otherwise? Is that now an additional ability you get if you... Oh crap. 9 was the B button. which I just put to crap. I can't even remember. That might be one problem then, that you get all these key bindings in here. Oh, I forgot to put those in. Oh, I didn't finish. Okay. Right, but let's put jump on. Do you want that on the left or right hand? This is a question I haven't considered, like where to put all the inputs, but whatever. Let's put it on this A button, 10. And the dossier. Oh yeah, the dossier, was it? There we go. Yeah. Dossier? Dossier? I don't know. Let's keep that. And let's go back to Doom. And let's add on the triggers. The things I don't find otherwise. That's already there. Okay, yeah, I left it. Not sure if I want grenade there. I would probably put teleport. I'm gonna put grenade somewhere else later. So the things that actually work, I could still keep in this binding, which I likely will. So I will put things back in because it probably. That's because mostly maybe because a bunch of the things don't actually exist in a different place. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I know audio, but can I fix that through the desktop? Or maybe not. Hello, Mr. Cold Vengeance. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Let's click inside the game somewhere. Where's the game? There we go. Audio. Resume. So now theoretically, yeah, the stick works. And I should be able to jump. Still don't know if that's in the game otherwise. Dossier works. Oh, well. Yeah, my sticks are wonky. I should probably get replacements. Firing still works. Teleport on trigger. Yeah. What? I should probably not play at my desk. Wow, like. And switching weapons. Oh, this is way better than before. That's really nice. So this is my plan in how to actually be able to play this. I can feel that the motion is only diagonal. It's not analog anymore. But I mean, that's fine. I'm a bit annoyed that the dashing seems to have stopped working. I need to fix the angle of this weapon. Right, teleporting when they look like that. Okay, yeah. So it seems to be working pretty well. Okay. Well, when it comes to replacing bindings of other games, it's always a struggle to find those actual bindings because they're not official and not visible. But yeah, that's how it works. And my mouse cursor. Crap. My keyboard freaked out again. Okay, there we go. Right, so yeah, that's a short demonstration of how it works. That it works. that runs in the background, can launch, minimize, and then the system tray. It's very discrete, and you can debug it inside because you see which keys are triggered while you use the controllers. It's a bit abstract because it's all numbers and stuff, but it's functional. And you could use it for just a few things, like I'm gonna use it for muting Discord when I'm in a group stream, so I don't bother other people's streams. So I will have a push to mute button for Discord, which already works. I think I have it. Let's see which buttons I put. I didn't do that right. So 23. I think I put all the modifiers in F8. Of course, Discord is in streamer mode now, so it doesn't make any noise. I'll turn it off. There we go. That's the noise from muting Discord, so it has no problems triggering global hotkeys. You can also set global hotkeys in, say, OBS and use it to switch scenes. I have a beta tester that actually is using this for that. So you can do... an interesting part of it is adding chords. If we can find it again. There we go. Chords are just multiple buttons. So we can add, let's take the last one, 32. And we can add the left. Let's do whatever. Let's do trackpad. And then add, you can add multiple more inputs. But I'm going to do just 2. I'm going to do the right trackpad. Am I blind? Right hand trackpad. There we go. So now using 2 trackpads should trigger, clicking both trackpads should trigger 32. And I can try that immediately. And it triggers most of the things now because I also click on the trackpad. So, but 32 is the combination. So 19 and 3 are the click events, and 32 is the chord. So you could do all kinds of things with that, especially using the digipad ones. You can actually do chords that are like press up and down on on the trackpads. Really weird stuff. If you want shortcuts that aren't easily triggered by mistake or accident. Yeah, that's the entire thing. Oh, one thing I haven't shown is you can add, there's a button here, add app specific config. Now you actually have all the buttons. You can bind them separately. So I can have all those bindings, and it's now saved for Steam app. They have a nice number, 650,000. Yeah. And if I let's see, if I actually turn off Doom now, boop, you'll see it change. So it's what switches back to the default because it has no app ID, and it goes back to the other bindings, which are the default ones. And you can't create anything for that. These are all just JSON files. I'm gonna see if I can find them quickly. You can copy these, back them up, or do whatever. If you break them, the app might crash because it tries to parse. It doesn't have much protection now because it's done fairly quickly in my spare time. When it crashes, it doesn't bring down SteamVR though, so it's not cascading. Let's see my projects. 64-bit. There we go. Config. Boop. So this is the config for the application specific config. So you can see it's called Steam Apps 650,000, and this is the default one. And they're just a bunch of it's just a dictionary basically. And these are the number codes that represent the different keys. And if you close the application and run it again, let's see. Oop. It's on the wrong one, desktop. You can see it loads the config back up. So that works. You can also add debug notifications and haptics. I'm gonna resize this a bit. Does that fit? There we go. So if I push buttons now, did I check it? Is that broken? Or is it an idle? Maybe notifications are broken. Supposed to do notifications. Hello. Oh, that's funky. I'm gonna look at that. It's supposed to work. As usual, with everything. Oh, it's not reacting to input at all. Again. I'm really curious if it's messing up the binding somehow. A bit curious. Huh. Yeah, I need to experiment a bit more with that. Did I run it from? Yeah, I don't. I don't know anymore. Let's run the shortcut instead. That wouldn't make a difference, would it? Nope, no buttons. Weird. I'm gonna check the settings because that's interesting. There's only one in this view. And show developer output. Nope. That did, right, I need to go back to the other one. Nope. Curious. Let's go to the... Oh, it's not in here. Okay. Input debugger. Oh, shoot. Let's just see. Oh, it doesn't find an action set at all. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. That's surprising. Might be an old session. Let's do that. And right, I can't reach the input debugger from here, which is really annoying. You have to be in the in the SteamVR settings. Which I don't see the window for. I think I closed them. It opens in the same window. It's just that you can't reach it from the old interface. Process ID 21,260. I wonder. Can I see the ID here? I don't even know anymore. Oh yeah, ID 21260. So that's actually the application running right now. So it should be the right one. Waiting for update from application. The application, it does say it has connected to OpenID, OpenVR, and it hasn't spat out a lot of errors here. Usually, it would then fill up this with manifest errors and stuff. Oh, that's. I'm gonna restart SteamVR once and see if that does any difference. Put this here. Yeah. Let's see. Close. Let's hope this doesn't freeze my PC. Starting SteamVR has been a bit dangerous for me. You'll notice if the stream hangs. We have the VR view. Loading the settings again. Let's close that one. Open settings. Input debugger. Doesn't show up, which is interesting. Is it connected? Oh, it's not connected even if SteamVR is running. That's also interesting. Clearly something is broken. A new instance works. It's supposed to reconnect. I don't think, yeah, if I'm gonna watch the stream back later because it's supposed to start cycling through this again, trying to reconnect. But I don't think it did. So that's interesting. There has to be some state that doesn't change back. It doesn't even show up in the process list. I think I might need to refresh this. And obviously I get this list now because, yeah. Because I need to go through here and click this. There we go. Still no action sets. Why Steam? This has worked for weeks now. Yeah. Well, it worked for most of it anyway. Who knows why everything is broken now? And Steam, as always, SteamVR is very helpful, telling me anything at all about what's broken. Actually, let's just run it from Visual Studio. So I can see the log output. Dun, 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 dun. this should be attached to the debugger. It's wow, okay. I don't think it's visible, but it's saying couldn't find actions. Couldn't find action enable chord, ignoring it. Well, it's ignoring it, then it shouldn't fail. Invalid input type, click for controller, user hand left input trigger. The trigger can't have the input for clicking. So, okay, so I have broken binding files, that's what's going on. And that obviously makes my app appearing broken, so that's nice. Because in the default bindings, I don't even have chords. It's just a bunch of empty inputs to have them appear for the chords. This one had... this is one I forgot to empty. Wow, okay. So maybe it is my fault. Oh, and this is on the release on GitHub. Oh, that's nice. So maybe it was supposed to break all the time. I just had old bindings, so it didn't break. Restart the application so we get the new bindings. The input system for SteamVR has been a nightmare to get running. There's so many, like, it doesn't tell you at all what's going on. There we go, it's working again. So previously I thought I had to use an empty action to get the buttons to appear in the chords, but you actually just need to have a button event connected to the input. You don't need to actually attach it to something. It doesn't need to trigger anything. But okay, I will I will do a small patch removing that from the default binding. I will try to get a friend or a colleague to make Vive controller bindings, because I don't have those. But I could take the legacy ones and just zero out all the inputs, because that's the only thing that's included, really. I might try to make default bindings at some point with all the keys defined. We'll see. Okay, that's gonna be it for this for this weird, awkward stream. Thanks anyone for having taken part of this suffering. Okay, that's it. Thanks and bye bye.